Today is Monday, February 3rd. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. A group of anti-deportation protesters blocked traffic on a major Los Angeles freeway, voicing opposition to the Trump administration's stance on illegal immigration. The protesters argue that the federal government's increased crackdown on undocumented individuals threatens families and communities. They called for policies that prioritize human rights over enforcement, citing fears of family separations. The demonstration is part of a broader movement advocating for sanctuary policies and pushing back against stringent immigration enforcement. This event highlights the growing division over how to address illegal immigration in the U.S. amidst heightened deportation efforts under the new Trump administration. In a recent interview, President Donald Trump vigorously defended the tariffs imposed on China during his launch of his new administration, arguing they were necessary for protecting American interests. Trump specifically called out Canada for being very abusive in trade dealings with the U.S., highlighting concerns over Canadian dairy and other imports. He asserted that such tariffs helped safeguard U.S. workers and companies despite criticism from trade partners. While President Trump acknowledged the challenges of the tariffs, he also emphasized their role in creating a more level playing field for American industries. The president's comments have reignited debates about the effectiveness and consequences of protectionist trade policies. In other news, a new article published by the Catholic Church argues that while the church advocates for compassion toward immigrants, it does not endorse a policy of open borders. The document emphasizes the importance of respecting both human dignity and the rule of law, supporting policies that address immigration in a way that balances humanitarian concerns with national security. The church's position stresses that governments have a responsibility to maintain borders while providing for protections for refugees and vulnerable populations. The statement comes amid growing debates about immigration policies, particularly regarding the enforcement of stricter border controls. The church urges a careful, thoughtful approach to immigration reform that reflects both compassion and prudence. And then the legal battle over clergy's sexual abuse continues in Portland, Maine, where a court is set to hear several retroactive lawsuits filed by survivors of abuse. These lawsuits are part of a broader trend where victims are seeking justice for incidents that occurred decades ago but were previously outside the statute of limitations. The court hearings are expected to address the responsibility of the Catholic Church and other institutions in handling allegations of abuse. This legal movement has gained momentum following changes in state laws that allow victims to sue for older offenses. The outcome of these cases could influence similar legal challenges nationwide as survivors push for accountability and reparations. And then today we celebrate the feast day of St. Blaise. St. Blaise was a 3rd century bishop of Sebaste who became a martyr for his faith. He was known for his deep Christian convictions and strong leadership within his community, especially during a time of persecution against Christians. He is widely recognized as the patron saint of those suffering from throat ailments, such as sore throats or other respiratory issues, after he miraculously healed a young boy who was choking on a fish bone. St. Blaise's veneration as a saint spread through the church, and he was accepted as a martyr and healer based on tradition and the miracles attributed to him. St. Blaise, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.